Blog Talk Radio.
Hello, Conversations Live. Is this Cherie?
Hi, this is Cherie. How are you?
Hey, Cherie, I'm doing great. This is Cyrus. I'll be hosting a segment with you. Everything good?
Yeah, it's all good. How are you doing?
Awesome. Hey, I'm doing really good. Congratulations to you on the new single, Work It. So, of course, we'll be talking about that. Cherie, since we're taping, we won't actually play the single during the taping. We'll drop it in later. But we will let our
Sure.
audience know, of course, how they can be able to support the music. And at the end of the segment, after we talk about your musical journey, what it's been like for you to share it, at the end we'll let our audience know how to stay connected with you, okay?
Oh, that sounds perfect.
Awesome. Well, we'll go ahead and get started. Thanks again, okay?
Yeah.
Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. And now, celebrating 15 years of broadcasting, here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
And welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again, whether tuning in on the radio dial in Mississippi at WYAD 94.1 FM or through WYADonline.com. We're glad that you all could be with us. Also, those joining us through our online affiliates around the world, we're glad you all could tune in as well. We're excited to welcome singer and songwriter Cherie Oakley to our program today. Cherie is celebrating the release of her brand new single called Work It. We'll let you guys know how you can be able to get the single, as well as, of course, be able to hear it on our program. Also, she has a great video for it as well. We'll let you know how you can be able to see that and stay connected with all of her updates. Cherie, hello to you and welcome to the program.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. Great to be here.
Oh, the pleasure's definitely all mine. Well, what a great start to 2019 you are already having, Cherie. I noticed when I was prepping for this segment, a lot of great things are happening for you right now, including with the release of the single Work It. I mean, what has it been like for you, Cherie, to see all the hard work paying off for you?
Kind of indescribable. I mean, I'm busier than I've ever been, and I'm so thankful, and I'm loving every single second of it to be able to do things like this, have interviews, to be able to, sing and perform at different places and get the reaction it's getting, and see that it's getting picked up in different radio stations, and getting to perform it on television and things. I've waited so long, so
right.
Yeah, it's almost indescribable. I'm thrilled.
Yeah. Well, I think, the great thing about your trajectory, Cherie, has been the fact that you have not been afraid of the hard work. I mean, you have been in it, of course, to win it. I mean, do you think that is one of the reasons why you're seeing the payoff is because you realized that this was going to be a journey for you?
It's the music industry is crazy. For some people, it happens overnight. For some people, it seems like it happens overnight, and yet you find out it's taken them, 15 years or so.
Right.
I think everybody has their own journey, and when we reach different places and milestones in that journey in our career is different for everybody. Mine just happened to be sort of climbing that ladder, and the hard work, that it's taken to put into it before I actually had the opportunity to, do my own music and step into the artist role. But I'm so thankful. I wouldn't change a thing.
Right. And I think the other great thing about you too, Cherie, is that you not only are a talented singer, and we'll see that in the single Work It, but also songwriting. I mean, has that marriage of the two always been a part of who you are, or is it just storytelling through music that really attracted you?
I mean, in a strange way, I didn't even realize that the two really did go hand in hand, because when I was really little, my earliest memories of singing always was me making up my own melodies and making up my own songs to sing about when I was, 3, 4, 5. And so I didn't even realize, obviously, at that age, what you're doing. You're creating. You're not just singing. And so then as my life took lots of twists and turns, the focus became more about singing and performing and less about writing until I moved to Nashville. And songwriting is such a huge part of country music and such a huge part of Nashville, and it was so heavily encouraged. And so I dove in, kind of not really even knowing what to expect. And then I realized, I have a lot to say, and the more experiences that I had and the more kind of life I got under my belt, the more I had to say and the more it just helped develop me so much as an artist to be able to dive into the writing side of things. And then the two became, once again, in this kind of beautiful marriage again. But it's been interesting. Different places and times in my life have been different focuses. For a while it was more just singing, and for a while it was more just writing, and now it's all, kind of come together.
Right. And it's come together in a way that you've been able to not only, of course, do what you love, Cherie, but also share that with others. I mentioned, of course, with the new single, Work It, that we're about to hear here in a bit, you also, of course, been able to have fun and to bring the story to life in the video. I mean, what has that been like for you to go from watching your favorite artist and their videos, and now you're having your own video for your fans to watch?
Oh, it was such an amazing sort of surreal experience because, to show up on set, and it's one thing to talk to the director, and we talked about, the storyline of it and how we wanted to kind of convey everything, and so we did that for weeks leading up to the actual shoot. But when I showed up, and there's this huge production trailer there for me, and all this crew, and all these production people and lighting people, and I was blown away. I've done a lot of music videos for other artists as a background vocalist, and you get used to things being for everyone else,
Right.
And then when they're there for you, it was I just felt so thankful. I felt so humbled. I felt so grateful. I felt it was such a surreal experience to know everybody was there for little old me. We were all coming together to make this work. But I really do view everything as such a team effort. The video really was a brainchild of me and the director together, and that video couldn't have happened if everybody wasn't there as a team effort making that happen. And same thing, with making music in a studio. It's such a team effort. And when you're out performing live, it's not just you, it's you and whatever band member is with you, or your full band and your crew, and it's all such a team effort, and I have the utmost respect for every single person that's been involved in every single area. But yeah, it was a great experience.
Wow. Well, it's one that your fans now can take along with you. For those who are just tuning in, either on the radio side or online, you're listening to Conversations Live. We're excited to welcome singer-songwriter Cherie Oakley to our program today. Cherie is celebrating an exciting 2019 with the single Work It that you guys are about to hear. So, first of all, tell us about the song. How did the song come about?
So it came about, honestly, from a place of frustration. It was at a time where the fact that there were just fewer and fewer females being used in country music in any way, shape, or form. It was really affecting me in every area because for so long I made a living as a background vocalist, and so it really affected me in the studio. As fewer females were being signed as artists, there were fewer females being used as background vocalists in the studios. That also translated to live. Fewer females being used as background vocalists on tour with people. And then I noticed, even just as a songwriter, I would go in before I was an artist and try to write a song, and I would always want to write from a female perspective or for women or something, because that's such value. Women have always, for me, been a huge part of country music, so it was really difficult for me to see such a struggle just to get people to want to write a song for a woman. I was like, what? Because I grew up at a time where there were tons of women and all different kinds of, women in country music that sang from all different types of perspectives and everything else. So it was very frustrating for me, but I'm a very positive person. So I always feel like there has to be some sort of a way to create a positive change with a negative situation. And so it really sort of inspired me in the best possible way, because it inspired me to write a song that I felt like would shine a light on a negative, situation for women, but it would do it in a way where it's celebratory of women. It's not in any way, shape, or form a negative message. It's not about a man that did her wrong or an industry that's shutting women out or anything like that. It's really it's really about celebrating women and all the hard work that women do every single day, whether you are a teacher or a waitress or, you're in the armed forces or, whatever it is that you do, you're single, or, it's women, we carry so much on our shoulders every single day, and it's to be respected and admired and appreciated. And to me, I wanted to do it with a really fun, vibe. I wanted women to feel empowered, but I wanted them to smile and dance and, feel celebrated. And so I sat down with two co-writers and kind of told them what I wanted it, to write about, how I wanted to write it. And it was a tough write, because it's difficult to write a song that's inspiring and not cheesy.
Right.
So it took like 5 writes for us to finish it. But I'm really proud of it. I feel like it does convey everything that I wanted it to in a really light, fun, like I said, just celebratory of women kind of a way. So that's how it all came about, and hopefully women will feel empowered, and hopefully men will like the song too. It is about women, but it's a really fun beat and a really fun groove, and I think it makes people want to dance. So.
Yeah. Well, it really is. And for those who have not had a chance to hear it, here's your opportunity. Here is Work It by singer-songwriter Cherie Oakley. We'll be back with our final moments with Cherie right after this. That, again, is Cherie Oakley with her new single, Work It. You can get that single, as we did, through our friends at Amazon.com or through your favorite online retailer. And we're about to let you guys know also how to stay connected with Cherie. So, Cherie, before we let you go, there's 2 things I want to talk to you about. One, how does it feel for you to have fans? Because you are building your social media audience there as well as your offline audience. What is it like for you to know that you now have fans of your work?
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. For me, I don't feel like fans are fans. I get to know everybody in such a personal way. I feel like I make so many different friendships. I love every single second of it. And part of that's, my upbringing. I grew up always singing and meeting people, and I love meeting people. I love hearing their stories. I love hearing what they like to do, what they're in town for, and so for me, it's great to have fans that support and encourage, and gosh, they've been really loyal to me and have followed me throughout my entire career, some of them. I'm incredibly appreciative, but I really do feel like they're more like friends to me.
Right. Well, I know they appreciate that opportunity as well. So the next thing is, of course, what's next? I mean, we know that you're promoting the single and the video for Work It. I mean, what else should our audience be on the lookout for from you, Cherie?
Yeah, so Work It right now just got picked up in over 4,000 participating gyms and health clubs all over Canada and America, so you can work out to work it, which is super exciting. Different hotels have picked it up, so and some of the biggest hotels in America have picked it up, so you can see that on their hotel music channel. Different radio stations are starting to play it. Really just promoting Work It. So there's a lot more television and radio coming up, and I'm really excited about that. We're also just starting to talk about what the next single is going to be. We know it's going to be a ballad, and so we're already making plans for that. I'm really excited to move towards getting the EP released sometime this summer. And so just to feel like I'm slowly getting this full body of work out that I've put so many years into, because it isn't just, when we went into the studio to record, I mean, I really started developing all of this throughout my entire career. So it's really exciting to know that, we're getting close to releasing more music and getting the full EP out there. So, and I'm booking gigs. So if anybody wants to contact me, you can contact me on any of my social media sites. And you can also subscribe to my email list on my website, CherieOakley.com. And you can reach out and book me for a gig. So I'm really excited to be, just starting to get out on the road and seeing people face to face and meeting people face to face and singing my songs live. Right. There's nothing that thrills me more. So right. I'm really excited about all of it.
Well, there you go. And so it's something for our audience to look forward to. Again, everyone, Cherie Oakley has been our guest. Great conversation with you, Cherie. Thank you so much for stopping by. And and looking forward to our next chat together.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, the pleasure is definitely all mine, and we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. If you all came in late, you missed part of the conversation with Cherie, don't worry. Thanks to our online friends, you all can catch the replay right after we go off the air. The link is already available through our social media site, so head over to facebook.com/CyrusWebb or go to twitter.com/CyrusWebb. If you click on the link there, you can listen to the show completely for free and share with your friends from there, too. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Make sure you take out time to enjoy some good music as well as a great book. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Let's make it a great one.